Now, welcome to Santa Cruz with the Reefer Man. And tonight we're going to the roots. The California roots is what we're here for. And where did our California music roots come from? From a combination of all peoples moving here from different countries. And they came over here and they said, that guy's playing some bluegrass, that guy over there is playing some hip-hop shit, you know, and then they had this other cat over there, he was playing some rap and everything, and they got together and then said, wow, that's some bluesy shit, and then they did a rock and roll and hip-hop and some soul, and everything else came out, you know, and now we're here into the new age of Aquarius, and we're busting loose with some new sounds on the universe. You know, the part that makes up the atom is the protons and neutrons. And that's been a big thing to look forward to in life, you know, is what makes that atom and what holds it together. Well, they found it out. Google this on YouTube, brothers and sisters out there. I am to guys your land, in the land of the lion of Zion who's crying because he's lying in the edge of Aquarius is pouring the waters of love and humanity on us now. We can kick back and forget about the lion and the rulers and the kings because their time is gone. They're going to be filtering like sand on a hourglass, and their time is going. And our time has come to pass, the time of love. That's right, brothers and sisters. We brought in love and peace and harmony with nature to the world. That's what we're here for. I was talking about something, I was talking about marijuana. We all like marijuana. We all like mushrooms. We all like to get high and activate our inner third eye. The third eye, the inner third eye. And so what we're going to do is we're going to go with the high roots and play a little bit of some, what you call it, trance music, high reggae international. These boys are from Hawaii. The Hawaiian roots, high roots, the big island, they grew up over there, you know. I used to coach Little League and Pop Warner and football over there with all my brothers and sisters in Hawaii. Much aloha to you, my little granddaughter, Kanoalani. We love you so much. Everybody, brothers and sisters, we're going high roots now, talking about love. Love is all you need. It's not working. What happened? Oh, we got the wrong one down there on that. Let's go to the Cypress Hill, then we'll have to go in there and fix that. There it is.
You know, high roots is a cool thing, man. We got our roots are in Hawaii, so it's like, you know, melting pot, man. All different styles.
Reggae, hip hop,
jazz, blues.
That was
definitely a big Hawaiian influence.
But also adding a little bit of rock into it.
It's 8 of us friends just getting together and having a good time and just jamming and
make sure what we're doing, I guess, as a whole is genuine.
Kind of bringing all different vibes, all different walks of life, like perspectives. And
create songs that we love to play.
my favorite track on the EP is probably Gone. It's one that we just finished.
That was one of the first songs that were more personal to me.
I'm stoked that we finally got that one on record. That's what's up.
It's fun to play, so.
I wrote it with my own personal experiences, so.
It's catchy.
We've been playing that song for a long time now.
I put a lot of feeling when I sing that song.
That's our vibe that we bring.
And that's the high root sound.
That's one everyone can see real soon.
Gone in the morning when I forget my plans because of the
At the California Roots Festival, the third annual, we all be out there partying. If it's already happened, then you missed it. And if it ain't, you can come out and kiss it. And we all going to practice the harmony with nature and the peace on earth. Harmony with nature, peace on earth. Harmony with nature, peace on earth. This is the Rastafarian man. This is the Rastafarian band, Bob Dylan, Bob Marley, and Bobby Bell. We the Bobs that turned on the world. What the hell? So anyway, we want to go to this other song here from Cypress Hill. Right now we're doing some cool stuff. We want you to dig along with us here on this Saturday night. If you're sitting home and sitting tight, you got the one you love and the girl, no woman, no cry. It's all right. Smoke up a joint, you'll get high. So we kick back with Hyper Deal, man. Smoke the big bong. Heck yeah, that's the Cypress Hill man. And now you're here with the Reefer man. Got a little song for you coming out of the can. Mary Ann, bring your sister if you can. Mary Ann, bring your sisters if you can. One and one is three. Marry me. Chooky, choopy, shooby doo. Dooby, dooby, dooby doo. Shooby, shooby, shooby doo. Dooby, dooby, dooby doo. One and one is three. Marry me. Mary Lou, all she knows is what to do. Oh, Mary Lou, oh, you know just what to do. One and one is three. Marry me. Shooby, shooby doo. Dooby, dooby, dooby doo. Shooby, shooby, shooby doo. Dooby, dooby doo. One and one is three. Marry me. Mary Jane. Ooh, you take away all my pain. Whoa, Mary Jane. Oh, babe, take away all my pain. One and one is three. Oh, marry me. Ow, oh. Shooby doo. Dooby doo. Shooby doo. Dooby doo. One and one is three. And they all love me. Ow! Mary Jane. Mary Lou, dooby doo. Mary Jane. Dooby doo. Yes, and one is three. Marry me. That's the marijuana song. We all going to marijuana one of these days. What else we got to do on this planet, brother? There's nothing here but love, sex, and food. And this is a John Hammond song. We're with a little blues here. Reggae style. Roots style. We're sorry we're going to reggae roots, but we're going to the roots of the whole universe. That's the seed of love. The flame of love that burns all the evil. You're negative. thoughts will burn in the flames of love. The roots, the blues. Well, my daddy was a junkie, and taught me how to ride. Yeah, my daddy was a junkie, and taught me how to get high. Yeah, walking and loading it from side to side. Yeah, she jump in the saddle, ride honey all night long. Yeah, she jump in the saddle, ride honey all night long. Yeah, she rides, she right, you know she right, she wrong. Well, she jump in the saddle, ride honey all night long. Yeah, she jump in the saddle, ride honey all night long. Yeah, she rides so right, you know she don't know she right, she wrong. Oh, she rides so good, she rides so fine. Oh, she rides so good, baby. Well, she rides so right, you know the sweat's rolling down my back. Ooh. Yeah, she rides so right, you know the sweat's rolling down my back. Oh. Yeah, she's a winner, baby. You can ride anytime on my track. And do the earth dance with me for all eternity. Hey! All right, so we got another video to show.
In the morning, when I forget my plans because of the
You know, high roots is a cool thing, man. We got our roots are in Hawaii, so it's like, you know, melting pot, man. All different styles.
Reggae, hip hop.
Jazz, blues, definitely a big Hawaiian influence.
but also adding a little bit of rock into it.
It's 8 of us friends just getting together and having a good time and just jamming and
make sure what we're doing, I guess, as a whole is genuine.
Kind of bringing all different vibes, all different walks of life, like perspectives. And
create songs that we love to play.
My favorite track on the EP is probably Gone. It's one that we just finished.
That was one of the first songs that were more personal to me.
I'm stoked that we finally got that one on record. That's what's up.
It's fun to play, so
I wrote it with my own personal experiences, so
it's catchy.
We've been playing that song for a long time now.
I put a lot of feeling when I sing that song.
that's our vibe that we bring.
And that's the high root sound.
That's one everyone can see real soon.
Gone in the morning when I forget my plans because of the
Did the world wars, revolutions, and big events of human history evolve naturally, or were they calculated and pre-planned? If they were pre-planned, who planned them, and what are they planning for the future of humanity? The answer to this puzzling question can be found within the boundaries of 3 of the world's most powerful cities. Those 3 cities belong to no nation and pay no taxes. They are Washington's District of Columbia, which is not part of the city of Washington or of the United States, the inner city of London, which is not part of London or England, and Vatican City, which is not part of Rome or Italy. These cities, called city-states, have their own independent flag, their own separate laws, and their own separate identity.
Vatican City is in fact a state, the smallest principality in the world. It lies on the banks of the Tiber, completely surrounded by the city of Rome. Its status as a separate state emerged from the Lateran Agreements of February 1929. It has its own newspaper, postal service, radio and television station, its own flag, and a population of about 1,000.
The Vatican also has its own army of Swiss guards, and it even has its own prison. The Vatican rules over approximately 2 billion of the world's 6.1 billion people. The colossal wealth of the Vatican includes enormous investments with the Rothschilds in Britain, France, and the USA, and with giant oil and weapons corporations like Shell and General Electric. The Vatican solid gold bullion worth billions is stored with the Rothschild-controlled Bank of England and the U.S. Federal Reserve Bank. The Catholic Church is the biggest financial power, wealth accumulator, and property owner in existence, possessing more material wealth than any bank, corporation, giant trust, or government anywhere on the globe. The Pope, who is the visible ruler of this colossal global wealth, is one of the richest men on earth. While 2/3 of the world earns less than $2 a day, and 1/5 of the world is underfed or starving to death, the Vatican hoards the world's wealth, profits from it on the stock market, and at the same time preaches about giving. How did the Pope and Vatican accumulate all that wealth over the millennium? One method was to put a price tag on sin. Many bishops and popes actively marketed guilt, sin, and fear for profit by selling indulgences. Worshippers were encouraged to prepay for sins they hadn't yet committed and get pardoned ahead of time. Those who didn't pay up risked eternal damnation in Satan's oven. Pope Leo X rebuilt St. Peter's Basilica, selling tickets out of hell and tickets to heaven. During the Dark Ages, the Catholic Church not only hoarded the wealth they collected from the poor, but hoarded knowledge. They kept the masses ignorant and in the dark by denying them a basic education. Like Vatican City, London's inner city is also a privately owned corporation or city-state, located right smack in the heart of Greater London. It became a sovereign state in 1694 when King William III of Orange privatized and turned the Bank of England over to the bankers. By 1812, Nathan Rothschild crashed the English stock market and scammed control of the Bank of England. Today, the city-state of London is the world's financial power center and the wealthiest square mile on the face of the earth. It houses the Rothschild-controlled Bank of England, Lloyd's of London, the London Stock Exchange, all British banks, the branch offices of 385 foreign banks, and 70 U.S. banks. It has its own courts, its own laws, its own flag, and its own police force. It's not part of Greater London or England or the British Commonwealth and pays no taxes. The city-state of London houses Fleet Street's newspaper and publishing monopolies. It is also the headquarters for worldwide English Freemasonry and headquarters for the worldwide money cartel known as the Crown. Contrary to popular belief, the Crown is not the royal family or the British monarch. The Crown is the private corporate city-state of London. It has a council of 12 members who rule the corporation under a mayor called the Lord Mayor. The Lord Mayor and his 12-member council serve as proxies or representatives who sit in for 13 of the world's wealthiest, most powerful banking families. This ring of 13 ruling families includes the Rothschild family, the Warburg family, the Oppenheimer family, and the Schiff family. These families and their descendants run the Crown Corporation of London. The Crown Corporation holds the title to worldwide Crown land in Crown colonies like Canada, Australia, and New Zealand. The British Parliament and the British Prime Minister serve as a public front for the hidden power of these ruling Crown families. Like the city-state of London and the Vatican, a third city-state was officially created in 1982. That city-state is called the District of Columbia and is located on 10 square miles of land in the heart of Washington. The District of Columbia flies its own flag and has its own independent constitution. Although geographically separate, the city-states of London, the Vatican, and the District of Columbia are one interlocking empire called Empire of the City. The flag of Washington's District of Columbia has 3 red stars, one for each city-state in the 3-city empire. This corporate empire of 3 city-states controls the world economically through London's inner city, militarily through the District of Columbia, and spiritually through the Vatican. The Constitution for the District of Columbia operates under a tyrannical Roman law known as Lex Fori, which bears no resemblance to the U.S. Constitution. When Congress passed the Act of 1871, it created a separate corporate government for the District of Columbia. This treasonous act allowed the District of Columbia to operate as a corporation outside the original Constitution of the United States and outside of the best interests of American citizens. Corporation of the United States. Like Canada and Australia, whose leaders are prime ministers of the Queen and whose land is called Crown land, the United States is just another Crown colony. Crown colonies are controlled by the empire of 3 city-states. At the center of each city-state is a towering, phallic-shaped stone monument called an obelisk that points skyward. In D.C. city-state, the obelisk, known as the Washington Monument, was dedicated to Freemason George Washington by the Freemason Grand Lodge of the District of Columbia. The secretive Brotherhood of Freemasons laid the Washington obelisk's cornerstone in 1848 and contributed 22 Masonic memorial stones. 250 Masonic lodges financed the Washington Monument obelisk, including the Knights Templar Masonic Order. At the heart of London city-state is a 187-ton, 69-foot-tall Egyptian obelisk called Cleopatra's Needle. It was transported from Egypt and erected on the banks of the River Thames. In Vatican City, another Egyptian obelisk towers high above St. Peter's Square. What exactly is an obelisk? Obelisks are phallic-shaped monuments honoring the pagan sun god of ancient Egypt called Amun-Ra. The spirit of this pagan god is said to reside within the obelisk. Obelisks symbolize the phallus and fertility. At the base of the obelisk is a sunwheel circle symbolizing the vagina. Together, they depict male and female sexual union. Worshippers of Amun believe Amun is the supreme god and creator of all things, and can transform himself into other gods, like Osiris, the god of the underworld, or Seth, the god of evil and
Nick is, we're going to play some blues for you. This is an Orange County boy. We're doing he's writing a book on the Brotherhood of Eternal Love. All my friends from Anaheim, all my homeboys, we love you. To the Brotherhood everywhere, dude. We dared the truth and we did it, man. And nobody can ever even come close to what we've done. And we have brought peace and love and marijuana to the world. Don't tell us what to grow out of the ground. And all them judges out there, you guys that are giving time to them kids and stuff for weed and stuff, you're breaking the Constitution. You need to go to prison. All you fools out there that are putting people in prison for natural stuff that grow out of the ground, you need to go down. Hey, what's up? Okay. Just play whatever you want, dude. No, I don't do other people's songs. Just give me music.
All right, so you don't care what it is?
No.
All right.
I'll come up with something.
And we're doing one song?
Whatever. Keep just rolling. We're live.
We're live?
We're live. Here we go. Hey, well, I was a California boy, was born in Beverly Hills, Lord, 44. And I went up and down and where the toast. And I moved to Anaheim, and the brotherhood was all fine. And we started the peace and love to grow. Well, I was just a country boy, a southern west coast surfing cowboy, and we spread the peace and love to the world. Yes, we did. So I got arrested for riding a freight train, not cutting my hair, it was insane. I went to Asbury and became a minister of the life. Barrington was alright. Well, the policeman come after me because I wouldn't cut my hair and ride the freight train, and then I got on TV for being a peace and love guy smoking weed. Well, they said, hey, if it grows out of the ground, we're gonna make it illegal because we don't want you doing natural still around. We want you to buy man-made stuff. Make it rough. Federal Reserve banks and private institutions creates our money and charges us interest to use them, and their biggest profits in war. That's why we got what's in your wallet, a credit card, and we got our kids marching off the wall. For the Federal Reserve Bank, 225 people that have 98% of the world's wealth or more. So we're all living in slavery, people living on the streets. We got Nazis in the White House, and people breathing in their sleep because these people are wanting more, and they make it off war. So we said, hey, all you brothers, and the Brothers of Love, and the Merry Pranksters, and the Grateful Dead, and the Doobie Brothers, and all the Cynic of the Sound, and the Chocolate Watch Band, and the Psychedelic Rock and Roll Hall of Famers, and John Swan, and the Killer, and Fingers, and all my friends that have been on the front lines and smuggled in thousands of pounds of weed for you guys so that you could see beyond the doors of perception. Aldous Huxley instead of the Orwellian Big Brother who you work for, the man. Peace and love, Santa Cruzin'. Yeah, thank you. See you next time.
Bye.
Hey, welcome to Santa Cruzin'. I hope you guys had so much fun as I did. You know, we did the California Roots Fest. That was so unreal, and we're gonna we got to edit that all up and get together with High Roots guys and stuff and make a far out video for you folks and show you the wonderful time we had at that fest. And the producers were the most unreal people, man. And that fest was the best fest I've been to in the West, where there was not one problem for burning anywhere, and everybody, there was no violence, no kind of trouble at all. It was all just a peace and a unbelievable festival like we had back in wow, Jimi Hendrix, when he did that thing at that place back there in that time. And then yeah, High Roots, well, yeah, we'll be showing you the High Roots boys as soon as we get that edited. And then also Gary came out from Arkansas and stuff, and we had a great time with the booth with Skip and Cassidy and all them guys at Blue Sky. We had a booth and we're signing autographed wanted posters and stuff. And yeah, it was really a good gathering of sharing the abundance of the young California music set, you know, the Pepper and Green and all these bands that I hadn't even heard before I got turned on to a lot of new talent out there, and really good talent, and a very good concert. You guys, we got the Santa Cruz and seal of approval for that West. That was the best fest in the West, believe me. And anyway, so you saw the 3 cities and what's going on with that. The District of Columbia is not part of our country. We've been telling you that on Facebook and everything. We've been putting this out, that these people are committing treason on our soil. We're combat veterans. Thus went to war for these, for the Queen and for the Rothschilds and these sicko inbred fools, Amen Ra, Amen, Amen, Amen Ra, and all that stuff. Hey, we're asking you people that are into those, voting for those warmonger, interbred parasites, man, that, you know, do blood rituals at the Bohemian Grove with their owl sacrifices, Egyptian shit like Madonna did, you know, on the Super Bowl. And all those people are part of that. All our presidents are related to them. 36 of them are related to the Queen of England, to Hitler, to Rome, dude, to Egypt, to Amen Ra, and all, you know, Madonna, Marilyn Monroe, all them cats, you know, Hugh Hefner, Tom Hanks. Come on, give me a break. Brad Pitt, who isn't? So anyway, you're being worked by these people, and if you're going to vote for these people and bring their stuff here, then you need to move to Washington, D.C., to the District of Columbia, where your masters are, and get out of the Republic of California. We are succeeding from this illegal union government that's on our soil. We're succeeding. We don't need to succeed. Those people don't exist. They are illegally here. Their rules do not apply. We have to set up a new union, new republic here in California. Those people are committing treason. You people down here in our office buildings running for all this stuff and everything, you're committing treason. We need to take you out and hang you if you don't get out of our office and get out of California. The Republic of California is now a country. We declared martial law in here a few years ago on this TV. That's the laws. These are these Hague laws that came from, you know, the Hague out of Amsterdam, where all these bankers and fools and stuff that want to rule the world and stuff are. But so we're going to kind of just shine them on and not play their game. You know, they had the League of Nations, then they had another war. Now it's the United Nations. Oh, they're going to have another war. They're going to blow shit up and get everybody scary and tell you there's no food, there's no water, there's no air. It's all a bunch of lying-ass BS, just like everything else they're pushing. Don't buy into it. But, hey, if you're going to push it in Washington, D.C., in the District of Columbia, or the Vatican, or London. Don't be pushing it in California. You're treason. It's get out of here, your laws. There's no laws against smoking weed or any of this stuff, dude. Those guys are illegal. When one of these fools come up to you and they're telling you what you can or cannot do with the authority of the United States government corporation through the District of Columbia, they are treasonous, illegal immigrants on our soil, and we need to get rid of them. Peacefully eject them. All you have to do is not pay into them. We're giving you 6 days to get out of our buildings down here in Santa Cruz. And if you don't, well, we'll give you 6 more days, but you better get out of there. But anyway, I don't know how much time we got here. We've been flying and trying and stuff and listening to all the crying and people that are hungry and stuff and everything. And these guys are not done. They're going to do some bad stuff. They're going to, I think King Spilly's had something about them volcanoes blowing up and stuff and everything kind of. My God, we don't know what's going to happen. But hey, if you got the light in your heart and you're into your third eye, you know, the inner Messiah, you know, the pineal gland where you create the natural DMT within your brain every night in the crystal microids of your brain. We showed you that over and over. That's the eye in the pyramid. You are the stuff, the inner Messiah. We can create the abundance that nature provides for each generation on computers and share it with all Earth shareholders for our natural basic needs, which will never change. Your gods, your governments, religions come and go. Our basic needs will never go. They will be here forever. And once we get those taken care of and everybody will be happy, no more fighting and wars, or what would you need that for? Why you wouldn't even have husband and wife fighting and stuff. You'd get all the nutrition you needed. You wouldn't have some lord-ass, pig, fool, king, inbred sucker that's screwing his mom telling you what to do and stuff. So anyway, I think I'm running out of time. I'm going to say goodbye for this time, and peace out and love, and spread the love, because love grows here. And remember to look for us on the Brotherhood of EternalLove.org, and we got some wanted posters and some t-shirts, and we're going to be having some other stuff on there you can buy online. Send some money, send some dough. For 1966, we've been providing you with the finest pot in the land, and primo from Afghanistan. And it's time to bring peace back into the world in the land. Let's get high. Peace out. We started the first hippie church in the Haight-Ashbury Summer Love called the Aquarian Temple Bell with the Brotherhood of Eternal Love. My friend JC turned me on to my first LSD when I was 16. When I got back from Vietnam, and then we were going to college in West Valley College, man, I turned on Mickey Dolenz and Pat Simmons, Kenny Randall, all them cats, man, and West Valley College, the Psychedelic Rock and Roll Hall of Famers, Killer, Swan, and all them cats, man. Yeah, that was like some fun times. That was a boy-girl dope party in Los Gatos newspapers in 1965. Then my friend Freddie Ray Tunnel and me, we jumped on a freight train and headed down to Orange County, and we was going to get us some weed. And we was cruising down Highway 101, playing our guitars and waving to everyone, and they pulled over in Castroville, and what happened next? Well, there were some detectives, and they said, hey, took us back to San Jose. It was in the front page, the Acton Tunnel Express. I got busted for riding the freight train. I'm on probation. Well, my friend the Joker, he calls me up from Pasadena. He says, hey, come on down with my friend Bob Thomas. We got us a coffee gallery, and we want you to run it. So I went down to Pasadena, and I took over the Euphoria, and Ozzy came down, and we took some LSD and planned the Love-Ins with Timothy Leary and Bob Thomas and the Mamas and the Papas and all them people down there. And all these concerts now and stuff. We had the first one in Pasadena. All these are our little babies, and then we got busted. Well, that guy went in there, had long hair in Pasadena, you know, hippies, and he said, hey, we're going to put you in jail unless you cut your hair, boy. And I said, what? What? Wait a minute. Now, wait a minute. You said what? Cut my hair and I won't go to jail? I'll get probation? I didn't do nothing. The guy came in my store and I asked him for a donation. And they were cops. They had buses outside. It's on TV. It was all set up. They just didn't like hippies. I didn't know I was a hippie. Them beatniks said we were hip to the man. We weren't lame playing his game. That's where I thought we was just hip. Well, the next thing you know, I'm a fugitive for sure because I didn't go to jail. I left on that trail. I was a fugitive for riding a freight train and not cutting my hair, and so I went up to the Haight-Ashbury and we started a church, and we said, by golly, everything that grows out of the ground is a sacrament in our church. We had quite a bit of fun in the Haight-Ashbury. We put up the money, helped put up the money for the free clinic. We bought the gay press, their press, helped put up the money for the straight theater. We had a crash pad in our church. We didn't have homeless in the Haight. We only let chicks in ours because we ministered to the ladies, pray to the goddess. Four lips is bliss, the force of intercourse, preservation of the species. That was our motto, that was our creed. Pray to the goddess, minister to the ladies. Yes, indeed.